ring R with identity. The zero divisor graph of R, denoted gamma of R, is the graph whose vertices are the non-zero zero divisors of R with the two distinct vertices joined by an edge when the product of the vertices is zero. We investigate the interplay between ring theoretic properties of R and the graph theoretic properties of gamma of R. The zero divisor graph of a commutative ring R was first introduced by Ibach, whose primary interest was coloring of a graph with a vertex set R and two vertices R adjacent it their product is zero. D. Andreessen and Livingston restricted the vertex set to Z star of R, the vertex set of non-zero zero divisors of R. This graph is denoted by gamma of R. Moreover, the non-empty gamma of R is finite if and only if R is finite and not a field. In this paper, we show that gamma of R is always connected with the diameter of gamma of R less than or equal to 3, and we determined when gamma of R is complete graph or a star graph. Definition: zero divisor graph. Let R be a commutative ring with a non-zero identity. We define the zero divisor graph of R, denoted as gamma of R, to be a simple graph with the vertex set being the set of non-zero zero divisors of R with x, y and edge if and only if x not equal to y and x, y is equal to 0. Examples of the gamma of R. Let R is equal to Z4 or Z2 of x by ideal generated by x square, then the gamma of R is a point. It is a single vertex. Let R is equal to Z2 cross Z2, Z9 or Z3 of x divided by ideal generated by x square. The gamma of R consists of two vertices connected by an edge. And Z2 of xy by ideal generated by x square xy y square, the gamma of R is a triangle, that is non-zero zero divisors of the cosets are x, y and x plus y. And Z3 cross Z3, then gamma of R is a square. Result: of the 11 graphs of 4 vertices, only 6 are connected. Of these 6, only following 3 graphs may be realized as a gamma of R when R is equal to Z2 cross F4, Z3 cross Z3 and Z25. Theorem: let R be a commutative ring, then gamma of R is finite if and only if R is finite or an integral domain. In particular, if 1 less than or equal to gamma of R less than or equal to infinite, then R is finite or not a field. Suppose that gamma of R is equal to, that is a we take the vertex set is a non-zero zero divisors is finite and non-empty. There are non-zero x, y belongs to R such that x, y is equal to 0. Let ideal I is equal to annihilator of x. Then ideal I subset of Z of R is finite and Ry belongs to I for all R belongs to R. If R is infinite, then there is an I belongs to I with j is equal to set of all R belongs to R such that Ry equal to I is infinite. For any R and S belongs to J, R minus xy is equal to 0. So annihilator of y subset of Z of R is infinite. A contradiction, which is a contradiction. Thus R must be a finite. Recall that the graph gamma is connected if there is a path between any two distinct vertices. For distinct vertices x and y of gamma, let d of xy be the length of the shortest path between x and y. The diameter of gamma is denoted by diameter of gamma is equal to distance of supremum of set of all distance of xy such that x and y are distinct vertices of gamma. The girth of gamma is denoted by g of gamma is defined as the length of the shortest cycle in gamma. Let R be a commutative ring, then gamma of R is connected. Moreover, the diameter of gamma of R less than or equal to 3. It's a very important theorem. Let we start with the x y belongs to gamma of R with the x not equal to y. If x y equal to 0, then distance of x y is equal to 1. If x square is equal to 0 is equal to y square, then xy y is a path of length 2. That is a distance of xy is equal to 2. Suppose x square is equal to 0 and y square not equal to 0. The resistant element B belongs to gamma of R with B not equal to y such that By is equal to 0. If Bx equal to 0, then xby is a path of length 2 between x and y. In either case, distance of xy, d of xy equal to 2. Asymmetric argument holds if y square equal to 0 and x square not equal to 0. Thus, we may suppose that neither x square nor y square is 0. Then the resistant non-zero divisors AB belongs to gamma of R with Ax equal to 0 equal to By. If A equal to B, then xay is a path of length 2. And also we get d of xy is equal to 2. Thus we may assume A not equal to B, consider the element AB. If AB equal to 0, then we get xaby is a path of length 3. Hence d of xy is equal to 3. If AB not equal to 0, then xaby is a path of length 2. That is d of xy is equal to 2. In all these cases, there is a path between x and y of length less than or equal to 3. And since x and y are arbitrary, it follows that the diameter of gamma of R is less than or equal to 3. Next one. If R is a ring, then the girth gamma of R is less than 8. It is enough to show that the contrary, that we could find a ring R such that gamma of R has a smallest cycle C of length exactly 8. Say V0, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V8 equal to V0. Let P1 denote path V0, V1, V2, V3, V4 and P2 denote path V0, V7, V6, V5, V4. First, observe that for 0 less than I less than 4 less than j less than 8 and Vi and Vj are not connected. Assume the case otherwise, then V0 etc. Vi to Vj etc. to V0 is a cycle less than 8, is length less than 8, contradicting the assumption that girth is 8. Now we assume that there is a path x V0 x y V4. By the previous theorem we just proved implies that V0 x y V4 intersect the P1 or perhaps P2 but not both. Thus by symmetry as well assume that the path V0 x y V4 does not intersect P2. This assumption yields the cycle of length 7, which is a contradiction. Therefore, the girth is always 8. Conclusion. In 1988, Ibach introduced a zero divisor graph with a commutative ring using the zero divisor relation and went on to explore colorings of the graph. We will attempt to describe more basic structure of these graphs and hence develop a combinatorial and geometric description of the zero divisors of the commutative ring. The extent to which this relation can be exploited needs further investigation.